I do not believe that is fake news. I think it really is Friday. Um, Rich, you're taking your pants off. Finally, at last. Um, Brad, good to see you there in Milwaukee. Um, wow, there's a lot of back and forth going on in the chat already. I'm glad you guys are befriending each other. You got your first shot. Your arm is a bit sore. Rich, congratulations on your first shot. One of my jiu-jitsu pals who works in public health has just got his first shot yesterday, and he said he had some crazy dreams, but other than that, felt fine. He got the Pfizer. I've had my ocean swim today. Finally, at last, this happened. I was in the water, and it was sort of choppy and kooky, so there was only one other person out, surfer, and he was on a board in a full wetsuit with he had the lid on, but it was flipped back off his head, and he said, "Dave, you've been bored out of your mind all day." Oh, I get it, brother. Uh, on Tuesday, you kept thinking it was Friday pick. Yes, well, that was a funny feeling because Wednesday was sort of like a Saturday or something to me because of the inauguration and everything. Ouija, you're having second thoughts about getting your distemper shot. No, you got to go ahead with it. My sister's saying it's cold in Chicago. I believe it. So I'm in the water today, having my swim, and the guy on the surfboard next to me says hello, and he says no wetsuit, and I said no, and he said you're awesome, man. That's what I've been looking for this whole time. I've been going swimming in the ocean every day, no wetsuit since Halloween. Finally, I get a you're awesome. Oh my God. Will you guys do yourselves and someone else a favor this weekend and just tell them that they're awesome? I can't tell you how great it made me feel. Not that we're all about external validation, but when that guy said you're awesome, oh, that was like a full battery charge for me. And look who's here. It's Lady Jerry.
Hello.
Coming
I've
in.
just been getting some hot bully from New Zealand. Can I quickly run get a drink? And
Yeah, sure you can.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Sure you can. I'm seeing here that it's Lady Jerry's going to get a beverage. So I see here that it's somebody's birthday. So happiest of happy birthdays. Oh, it looks like it's Laura's birthday. Is that right? Yes. Quite literally, the only excitement you had today was visiting the phlebotomist. I can't remember what a phlebotomist is. It's not like the phrenologist is your head. I remember that. It's phlebotomist. Is that your feet? Oh, God. Rachel, I've already had my You're Awesome for today, but thank you. Thank you. It's sad when you actually look forward to getting your blood drawn. Phlebotomist is a person who draws your blood. That's correct. Now I understand. Of course it's correct. You knew that, Dave. I'm the one who didn't know that. Yeah, visiting another human. That's a tricky one. It's always good to visit another human. I feel like my best friends now, in terms of the people I spend the most time with, have gotten reshuffled. What's my favorite Bernie meme that I've seen? I like the guy who printed out a cardboard cutout of Bernie so that he can have that Bernie with him all the time. I saw Bernie giving a guy an armbar keys. I need the link to that. So everybody's answering the blood anyway, I can't even say the word again. Mississippi isn't using any of their COVID vaccines, and folks are crossing state lines to take advantage. Yeah, I'm into it. That's a long drive for us from here, though, Scott.
Yeah, no, I don't think we can go to Mississippi and get ours. That's crazy. I hear people are flying into Florida to get their Thanks, Brad. Yay, Lady J. That's very nice.
No, Brad's a fan of yours, Lady Jerry.
Oh, and Sue is here. That's so
Sue's
great.
here, and she has started to read on my recommendation. Sue just texted me before the show.
Yeah.
She's been reading Thursday Murder Club. Oh, and really enjoying it.
Oh, good.
So that's my recommendation for all you guys out there today. Thursday Murder Club. I've been validated by another. It's not just me thinking that I read a good book. It's my sister who's also saying she's enjoying it. So there you
Well,
go.
I really want to read it. And Sue, I just want to send you a shout out because it's so funny that when I got your text, I'm like, I've been thinking about you today as well. So there's some synchronous shit going on right there. Family to family, sister-in-law to sister-in-law. Like, yeah, magic.
Yeah, wow. Everybody's got these Bernie memes.
Oh, God.
Saw your cousin giving Bernie a haircut.
Bernie's the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, where's Bernie's the fifth Beatle?
I think that has happened, him on Abbey Road. I think that is one. But
God, I've got a...
Jen's husband cleaned all day. Congratulations, Jen.
Why is Bernie blowing up right now? I mean, I know we love Bernie.
Because the picture they took of him at the inauguration
Where
was
he's
just
wearing
sitting
that-
in the chair all by himself in the same coat that he wore before. And then I was listening to
He looked like Columbo. He's wearing like a Columbo, that coat that he's wearing.
No, it's not a trench coat, Jerry. It's an overcoat. It's like a
But it's the
puffy
same color.
anorak.
Oh,
no,
well, maybe.
Columbo's is a more of a beige color, and his was kind of a grayish color. I hate to disagree with you. Alaska's number one in
well,
COVID vaccinations. That's
Okay,
terrific.
good for Alaska. Where are we? We're not doing very well. California is a bit of a mess. Gavin Newsom, what a bloody disappointment. I know that ladies are all, fantasizing about him when they're having sex with their husbands, according to Bill Maher. But, he's got a gravelly voice, but that's about it. He's not good. He's a hypocrite as a governor. But that's what happens sometimes in California. I mean, Jerry Brown, Governor Moonbeam, he's great, but he was hypocriting away with fracking
everybody,
for oil.
we're all a little bit of a hypocrite when it comes down to it.
Not
But
me.
I was listening to the BBC News this morning.
I can be. Okay, I can be.
I was listening to the BBC News this morning, and they were interviewing. Thank you. I do see now how helpful that is.
Yeah. Annoying? Hypocritical? Is it hypocritical when I do farts with the fart machine?
It's hypocritical
'Cause-
how much
yeah.
you hated it when I was doing it, and how much you love it now that you're doing it.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I'm not having the big love affair with the fart machine that I did when I first got control. But that's the thing. When you first get control, it really goes to your head, and then you calm down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did I see Conan's interview with the Burlington Coat Factory salesperson who outfitted Bernie for the inauguration? No, Scott. But I did on the BBC this morning hear the woman interviewed by the BBC World News reporter. She interviewed the woman who made his mittens.
Yeah, they're talking about the mittens here.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it. I'm telling you that I was listening. The BBC called this woman in Vermont, who's actually a school teacher, who knitted him and gave him the mittens.
What was special about the mittens?
The way they looked, first of all, she makes them from old repurposed sweaters. She cuts out the good bits and then knits them together. And on the inside, she uses recycled fleece. So the mittens are all sustainable, as you would guess from Vermont.
Oh, I need a pair of those mittens, except it's not. I mean, I'm a little bit cold right now, so I can wear them.
Made by a first grade school teacher who is also, wait for it, a mother and a lesbian.
I thought you were going to say a mother and a father or something.
No, she's a co-mother.
She's a co-mum. Okay. She's the lady who made the mittens has got orders coming out the wazoo.
Yeah.
And were they really cool looking as well?
No, they were just quirky. Did you see?
Jen has the pattern.
Yeah, well, I've got the pattern too, Jen. Check it out. It's like this. The map of you can also use the map of Michigan. Oh my Jeezy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get on and see some of this Bernie stuff. I don't know what I've been doing. I mean,
What have you been doing? Well, you tried to go surfing today, and then
I had an aborted surfing mission, and then I went grocery shopping in my wetsuit. It was a little
you're
bit.
all class, Lady
Oh,
Jerry.
Here's the thing. I thought,
Have you seen Lady Jerry?
so I could go home, because this is what, if you're a cool surfer, you don't put your wetsuit on before you get to the break. You check it out, you look, you talk to your bros, and then you say you're going out. Well, I'm like, I hate putting my wetsuit on, so I much prefer to do it at home. I also don't wear bikini pants underneath it, so it's much easier for me to get it on at home and then get there. And then I got there, and the surf was shite. It was so bad, and I knew that I was in a race against the wind, but I kept on as I'm driving to El Porto thinking, oh, it's not too windy. But I get there and it was absolute crap. And so what I will sometimes do is go, well, I love the ocean so much. I want to go out there and, see if I can see a dolphin or something. And then I decided, no, I'm going to come home. And then on the way home, I was like, well, I could go home and take my wetsuit off. I do have a pair of track pants in the back, which I should have probably changed into at the beach. But once I'm not going to change in the car park at the grocery store, rip off my wetsuit to get into my track pants. So I just went into, and I did tuck the arms up, so you couldn't see the arms.
So you got the wetsuit. It's a full wetsuit, but it zips down the back, and then you just you're taking your sleeves
No,
out.
it's a top loader, but I've got it at the waist.
But you've got the whole thing stuffed down around your waist.
Yeah, and then what I did when I walked into the supermarket, I thought, well, I'll just put the arms. I won't have the arms out the side of my legs. I stuffed those down the front of my wetsuit, and then I put on a big sweatshirt. I mean, you could so tell. And then I walk around and I'm probably smelling a bit, salty as I walk around the supermarket.
You smell all right now.
Well, I've had a shower, but but you get quite hot in your wets because it's a winter wetsuit. It's a 4-3. That's Mills, so it's quite a warmie. But anyway,
I'm just clicking on the Birdie's armbar link.
Oh, are those the mittens?
Those are the mittens.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I love those mittens.
Oh my God.
Is that the jacket he was wearing?
Yes.
Okay, well, when I saw him on the telly, it looked a different colour than that. So he looked a little, and he's sort of got that kind of Columbo air about him. But anyway, so then I came home.
he's a bit of an angry Columbo, but all right.
Yeah, he's a bit of it's a one note. And then I came home, and then I took the wetsuit off, and I went for a bike ride. That was lovely. And I've just been talking to my mate Sarah Jardine in New Zealand, so I've been catching up on what's happening in New Zealand. New Zealand is so worried about the new, more contagious variant.
They're so worried. How many cases do they have? 0?
Yeah, but they realize it's just a matter of time. So, yeah. Anyway.
Is all wind bad for surfing?
If it's offshore, that can be good. So if it's offshore,
blowing out.
Yeah, if it's blowing out. So if it's an easterly, and it's where we are, and it can make the waves peak really beautifully. Though if it's too much, we were once in New Zealand. We were on the west coast. It was so windy. We were like, okay, we're going to the east coast to surf today. We get to the east coast, so it's an onshore on the west coast. So horrible. On the east coast, you drive to the other side of the island. It's an offshore. It was such a strong wind. You couldn't actually paddle fast enough to, because it was pushing you so much to get
catch the wave.
To catch the wave, and then there was all this spray, coming off the back of the waves. But yeah, if it's offshore and just a couple of knots, it really helps make the shape and them stand up and be really beautiful. So if you want just a couple of knots offshore wind, perfect. But once it comes onshore, then it,
Bob is saying he hopes that you didn't get any compliments about your package as you were walking around the grocery store with your sleeves tucked in the front of your pants.
Well, no, because what I did was, very strategically, is I've got a great big sweatshirt, and I did that up. I was in the car getting hotter and hotter. I'd already got my mask on. I'm in my pants. But I put my sweatshirt in front of my rubber accoutrement, my extra bits. It was just I should have actually taken a selfie because just so.
And you should really take more selfies. I think.
I don't.
Wade is saying he wonders if Bernie's mittens had the string tied through his sleeves so he doesn't lose them. But
that would be cute.
I think Bernie's past the string. Although in life you start off in the diapers and you wind up in the diapers. So maybe it's true also with that mitten string.
I'm not. I'm not ending up in diapers. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want. Yeah.
Panty Pants.
Yeah. Slow internet. We'll have to do it later, but we did.
Juggy.
Yeah, well, we don't know the future, and we do know that, we've talked about this before on the show, that, Jake has got his list of instructions, when I think it's, when it's over for Lady Jerry, we're very horribly
Well,
But-
it's because I'm trying to get a reaction out of you.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
Let's
it's a
take
bit.
you.
On the
No,
forehead.
it's not supposed to touch you.
Anyway, diapers
That's
might
just
be another.
97%. Censor everything. They said this would happen. Yeah, that could be what's
Yeah.
happening, Dave, or it could be,
No,
you know,
he busy. Isolated. I mean, hopefully we were caught in a really weird moment where we looked kind of like, you know, kind of kooky. Oh, it looks awful.
you can't. Yeah, Phil.
You can't win them all, Jeff. Remember?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I know,
I'm
and
gonna
we're
give you a
only
little-
16 minutes into the show.
Oh,
Please.
what a tech problems.
I have to admit that I like doing that. I like doing a little massage of my soul patch, but it's sort of, well, it's a little distracting.
Right. Oh God.
Real expensive hair things that they've got to do.
Yeah. But I don't like the Indian women.
Could be.
Teeny,
That could be.
teeny. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't always go. They don't always. Your most memorable meal.
Terrible.
Mm.
So we were in Paris. My dad persuaded me to have the tripe, but I think I've told this. It's the texture of the tripe, and I kind of got into it, but I ate too much of it, and then it became rather sacre. When we went down to Via Veneto, and the first time we ate there,
It was
before
so
we
good
realized
I
that they were,
cried.
yeah, and you wept, you had tears, appetite.
Is that we must actually be looking back. That's what's happening. Oh,
To sending a
texting us
photo,
a screenshot.
a screenshot to
It's
show
a
us how.
screenshot.
That out. That's ollyrad.com. You should look at it. That. Okay. I said